Once again, I would like to welcome you to CRN, your documentary hub. This is Hard Talk Ughaibuni. Join the conversation. I am your presenter, Musa Morage. Now, have you been conned by the very person that you trusted the most? Yes. Have you been betrayed and stolen from by your parents, relatives, friends? Yes, I mean exactly that. Your very own mother, your own dad. This is Hard Talk. Please join the conversation. Some things are completely beyond imaginations, but when they happen, you would wish to wake up from the dream. But then it is far from the reality of being a dream. The consequences are quite detrimental, heart-wrenching, very sad and grave. Families breakdowns, family members running away and never returning back home. Suicides or even murders are being witnessed. If this is your first time here, you know what to do. Prescribe and like to be the first person to receive a notification of where this is coming from. This is Hard Talk. Join the conversation. You were schooled by your parents for honesty, trustworthiness, sincerity. In fact, the sense of educating you was all about you living independently, being a good citizen, and living harmoniously with other people. By the way, that reminds me, I am yet to sue my mathematics teacher. He told me to learn hard so that I can get a good job. Far from it, that narrative was quite misleading. Still waiting. Anyway, I've come to understand that it was all about me learning how to live harmoniously with other people in Okada, relating with them from nursery school, lower school, upper school, college, university, and colleagues today. Our parents' discipline was from another world. You must attest this to me. I'm sure a lot of you guys out there can attest to that. A story for another day. Anyway, fast forward. Imagine all that discipline is what you are banking on. To trusting your parents, your dad and your mom, and other relatives and friends to managing your hard-earned wages. You send money home, lots of money, from here in Ughaibuni, and trusting them to buy you a plot of land, build you a future house, and pay themselves as well. Of course, you package that so that it's nothing for free, but still, that doesn't seem to be enough. And yes, they take instructions and assure you that they will buy the land and build you a dream house only to steal all the loot progressively as you keep on sending and divert it into their own interest. And to mitigate that lie and keep on so they can go on siphoning money from your hard-earned income for many months to come, they post you images of a progressing house in the neighborhood. Really? Is that decorum? Parents, is that decorum? It may look impossible to get to that much money undetected by the person who is sending for many months, as you imagine the victim would find out on a home visit. However, those who suffered the whole wrath of this cheating are mostly those newly in Ughaibuni who are unable to travel back home as they are awaiting for their determination of settlements. Now, I want to say this. Settlements in a place like this in UK, it takes long time for the determination. It may take months, sometimes it takes years. During this period, one can't travel back home at all. and therefore they send their roots as much as they can. The worst is, as they are not sure of the determinations of their status, they would ensure they send every penny they earn to make sure they will have something to go home to. There are those also who live in Emirates, Middle East, and they also have or got contracts. Some go to about 2 years, at which during that period they are also not around to travel. Some truths get unraveled midway or along the way for those who have the capacity to travel home and back on a home visit and find out that they have been duped, been conned, money is gone and spent. It's beyond imagination what befalls these victims. Some commit suicide, and others have never returned home. We're into unbroken family. When we went to the ground to investigate, we learned that some parents reasoned that their kids in Ughaibuni were making so much money, and it was rightful for them to live a good life back home, making a statement to the neighborhood. Some believing it was time for their kids in Ughaibuni to help in bringing up their siblings. Surely, is this decorum? Lobbying and stealing your very own kids' life savings. Is it right for the kids to take up their parents' responsibilities or running their homes without arrangements and agreements? Do not get this wrong. I know we have a responsibility to supporting our siblings through our parents, but in a proper arrangement where we know what we are doing and what to expect. Please share your thoughts. And if you know such an event, or if you are a victim, kindly let us know what really happened and what really followed up. If you've never gone back home because of that, please let us know. And we possibly might come up with a better way of handling that. Family is family. Join our next conversation. All our mothers pitting hatred against fathers and children, driven by greed and selfishness. Report on our desk has it that mothers are driving wedge and fanning hatred between the fathers and their children. Very, very unfortunate scenario, because it has got a very permanent impact. Join this conversation, and do please remember to subscribe, so that you may get notification as we release some of these documentaries.